Hi there. I know it's been a little bit since I last posted. I've been super busy with life events, but I am back with a new desire to continue the trend of providing psychoeducation to people. So there's all these different kinds of ways that therapy can be approached. Today I'm going to present a more solution-focused type of questioning that a therapist who likes to stay in the present, like go into problem-solving mode, might want to ask. One of the most common interventions in solution-focused therapy is asking the miracle question. I actually like to ask this during first sessions just to get a better understanding on their ideal future. And the miracle question really can offer some interesting insights into the way the client or you might see your personal goals and your relationship with your future, how well you can envision an ideal future that is different from the present. How well can you imagine different possibilities for your life outside of the one you're currently living? So the miracle question goes like this. Imagine going about your life as normal and heading to sleep for the night. And during the night, a miracle happens. When you wake up the following day, the problems that are in your current life are no longer there. What differences would you notice in your life? And try to get as specific and as creative as you want with it, and really imagining how will you know that the miracle has happened. If we had a before and after picture of ourselves, how would we see, think, feel, or act differently? What would others, like family, friends, colleagues, acquaintances, notice about you that makes them aware that something's different or better? And what would their reaction be? What would they do? What would it mean to you if these changes were to happen? And asking yourself, has elements of these imaginings ever existed before? If you struggle with anger, you want to be more calm. Was there a time when you felt less angry, less lashing out at people? If you're struggling with relationships, was there a time when you really enjoyed your partner's company? And for those who are more maybe artistic leaning, maybe you could draw a picture of what your miracle would look like. Use as much details as you can in writing or drawing about the people there to support you and how you have contributed to this miracle happening in your life. I totally acknowledge that this question might be hard to answer for some people because it's so hard to envision a life that's different from the one right now, which is why there are variations to this question. And one of the alternative questions you can ask yourself is the dare question. Rather than imagining what you want in an ideal life, ask yourself, what would I do if I knew I wasn't going to fail? I see over and over again that fear is really what stops people from pursuing the lives that they want. Sure, there are lots and lots of different kinds of obstacles, systemic and personal, but fear is one of the most common factors that limit people. Change really starts with visualization. Really think about what's possible. You can also use different symbols or drawings to map out and illustrate what a life without fear might look like. letting go of self-doubt, it's a process and it's going to take a lot of time and effort for a lot of people. And I think something that can help with that is to understand what is it that leads us to do or not do. Our beliefs really shape our decision making. And so taking a look at the beliefs that have been instilled in you over and over again, reinforced by different experiences, different societal factors. So many people are ruled by what you should or should not do, must or must not. And they get really fixated on those words. And take a moment to just consider, says who? Who fed you these messages that you cannot do this or that? Why do you feel the need to do or not do those things? And whose voice is that in your head that's telling you you can't or can? Where is that coming from? And a reframe that you could do is going from should to could. So instead of saying, I should do this, say, I could do this. It kind of redirects your intention for doing something instead of doing it because you fear being the outcast and not living up to others' expectation. You're telling yourself that it's a choice, that your actions are a choice. So that's a starting place for solution-focused therapy, which really looks at what problem are you having and brainstorming different kinds of solutions to your problem. I think it could be really helpful to ask ourselves these questions, but I also like to supplement different kinds of approaches to counseling as well. So stay tuned for other approaches and questions you may ask yourself to gain more self-awareness and help you realize and pursue the changes you want to see in your life. Alright, that's all I have for today, but thanks for watching and I will see you next time.